Welcome guys to Florida Kitchen. It's 11:12 at night and we're making some lunch for my dad's food tomorrow. And Mom is showing you guys how to peel the cassava from the roots. Oh my, this is difficult. What I recommend you guys is to leave the cassava underwater for quite a few minutes to make it easier for you to peel. So as you can see, Mom is just putting the knife deeply inside the root. So she cuts it little by little, right? But she uses the water for assistance in peeling. This is hard for me. And then you cut it through the middle, right? And we're gonna boil this. This is how you serve. This is how to make a Latin dinner. We serve many of our Latino dinners with cassava. All right, and I'll show you guys the next process, which is very easy. Just boil the yuca. And I'll show you some other things I'm doing right now. I'm gonna peel some onions because I'm gonna fry some beans. All right, my beautiful friends. So now, while my mom is still peeling those yuca, I put some onions to fry under the oil for just a few minutes. And this is to have fried beans with yuca, with boiled yuca. It's so good. The beans I use is from a Cuban brand called Goya. It's pink beans. It's in Spanish also. And I'm just gonna wait for the onions to cook a little bit and then put the beans on top. So I'm also boiling some eggs right there. And I'm gonna serve this lunch with boiled eggs, some beans, and some boiled cassava or yuca. Alright, so I'll show you the next process. And here my mom is just moving that aside because the cassava is more important. Alright? So if you guys have no idea as to what to cook as far as a Latino dinner, this is the most simple Latino dinner that you could have. And it's just so cheap. How much is a can of beans? 80 cents. You know, some eggs and some cassava. And that's all you need. Alright guys, show you the next step right now. Alright my beautiful friends, so now you see that golden touch on the onions. So now that it's golden, I don't want to keep on burning the onions. So I'm going to add the can of beans. I'll just add it with all liquid inside, okay? Now when you do this, your whole house is going to smell really, really good to Latino food. I'm not sure if any of you guys have visited any of the Latino restaurants, but you know that smell. It's really, really good. So you just leave that there for a few minutes, probably about, who knows, like 8 minutes probably, and let that fry. And that's all to it. There's no necessity to add salts. Alright my beautiful friends, I told you I was making a lot of stuff at the same time. I just washed with water some mahi-mahi, like this one right here, and another one right here. Now I learned that I could season it in a different way, and what I'm using is some Longhorns. Let's see here if I can show you guys. Some Longhorn seasoning right here, and this is all I'm going to use, right? This is all I'm going to use for my mahi-mahi. So spray that over. Now I'm not going to be adding salt to it because this has enough seasoning, and I'm going to be using lemon pepper, and that's the primary reason why I'm not adding salt to it. So if you buy mahi-mahi, use these two ingredients, and trust me, it's going to come out so good. So I already have my pan with olive oil on it. Oops, this is not coming out. With some olive oil. And don't cook the fish for too long. And put it in low heats. So because I'm adding these two ingredients that are kind of salty, this is the reason why I am not adding any salt to it, okay? So go to the store and buy yourself some Longhorns seasoning. Not sure if you guys have gotten Longhorns, but it's super delicious there. Oh my gosh, my Florida Kitchen sweethearts. Oh, my full stove is full, okay? So I have my mahi-mahi right there, which I'm cooking on as a recipe for another food that I'm doing. And my beans are right there. Just make sure of shaking the pot a little bit, or the pan a little bit, so it doesn't get stuck, okay? I have those like on medium heats. And then we have the cassava boiling right there, and those eggs are boiling. Now make sure that the eggs boil for quite some time, at least 25 to 30 minutes, because it's the shell is quite hard, and it will make your life easier when you peel those eggs. So don't cook the mahi-mahi for too long, okay guys? Because you want the inside portion to be soft. Okay, my beautiful people, the stove is now empty. Oh my gosh, it's magic. Well, I actually just finished washing all those pots right there where I had the cassava boiling and all of that. So now here's the one of the final touch. So you see the boiled cassava with the beans on the bottom, and I'll be adding those eggs right inside, and it's delicious. It's like a Nicaraguan style Latin food. People from the country eat this way. It's a very simple way, but it's very economical, and it's very delicious. So I'll show you guys how I peel those eggs. I've been boiling those eggs for quite some time now. So I'll show you now. So let me just turn that off. Okay, so what I do is that I immediately pour cold water on them. Wow, this was hot. And I just grabbed it. Okay, so just remove, because the water gets warm immediately. So just keep pouring cold water. Right? And the only part I don't like about cooking is the washing those pots and pans. And since I had to do a lot of cooking, I had to wash a lot of those, because I don't like to leave any pots dirty for the next day. So I'll show you guys exactly how to peel those eggs. Very, very easy. Okay, my beautiful friends, so what I'm going to do is that I have the egg, and I'm going to crack it on all sides. Okay, and I'm going to start peeling it. Now it's a little warm. I start cracking it just like this, and I put it exactly back into that very same pot, which will make my life easier. So I boiled it for quite some time. My mom is like, oh, those eggs are done, you should just take them out. And I'm like, well, I'm gonna leave them a little longer because it's easier for me to peel. You see how easy it is? Because I left them for quite some time, so that's why it's easy. So if you want to make your life easier, just leave it boiling. You see how easy that was? So, perfect. Okay, my beautiful people, the food is done. The lunch is done. For those that are questioning, what do I make for Dad for his work? Now, this is quite a hefty lunch, but he told me that he normally eats the very same thing for breakfast. So this is the reason why I decided to add quite a lot. So there's cassava, beans on the bottom. This is quite a protein, and some 4 boiled eggs. So for a Nicaraguan Latino, you know what I'm talking about. So this is done, guys. All right, let me know what you think of it. Comment, subscribe, and tell me what you guys want me to cook. All right, guys, see you next time at Florida Kitchen. Bye-bye.